Fellowship of the Ring, Chapter 4, Part 2, The Breaking of the Fellowship. Frodo is running through the forest. Behind him, we hear the sounds of battle. Sam is running after him. Boromir looks guilty and conflicted as he watches them go. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli are readying themselves to give chase to the orcs that have taken Merry and Pippin. Narration: the Fellowship continued their journey, but danger divided them. Boromir, tempted by the ring, tried to take it from Frodo. Fearful, Frodo decided to go alone. Sam, loyal as ever, followed him into the unknown. As Frodo and Sam continue on their way, we see flashbacks to earlier in the day when the group was still together. The orcs had attacked the bridge, and in the ensuing battle, Boromir was badly wounded. We see how Boromir tried to take the ring from Frodo when he thought no one was looking. But Frodo was too quick for him and managed to hide the ring. However, Boromir was still able to wound Frodo and knock him off his feet. Frodo was scared and hurt, but he knew that he couldn't stay there, so he ran away into the forest. Narration: meanwhile, orcs captured Merry and Pippin. Boromir fought valiantly to defend them, and though struck down, he died with honor. The Fellowship was broken, but courage and friendship remained strong. We now see Boromir fighting bravely against the orcs, trying to buy time for Merry and Pippin. He manages to kill several of them, but he's eventually shot with an arrow and falls to his knees. Aragorn kneels beside him, looks up at him and says, "I am sorry." Aragorn tells him, "It is not your fault." But Boromir insists, "It is my fault." Tried to take the ring from Frodo, Aragorn replies, "The ring's temptation is great, but you must resist it if you can, for Frodo's sake, if not for your own." Boromir nods, understanding, and then he dies. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli come out of the trees and see the dead body of Boromir lying on the ground. They also spot the hobbits' trail and know that they have been taken by the orcs. Aragorn tells Legolas and Gimli that they will have to split up and that he will take one path and pursue the orcs who have taken the hobbits, while Gimli and Legolas will take the other path and search for Frodo and Sam. Narration: the Fellowship was broken, but courage and friendship remained strong. As Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli rode off in search of the hobbits, we see Frodo and Sam walking into the misty forests. The camera pans up to show the paths diverging. On-screen text reads, "Paths diverge, but hope continues." This is where we will end Part 2 of Chapter 4. To be continued in Part 3. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Also, be sure to share your thoughts and feedback in the comments below. I would love to hear what you think about this story so far and what you would like to see in future episodes. For those of you who are interested, the narration that you heard in this episode was done by an AI text-to-voice generator using a professional voiceover artist. In addition to the voice, the music and sound effects were also generated by AI. The visuals in this episode were created by an AI art generator using various prompts that were based on the scenes described in the book. These AI tools are truly amazing, and I am excited to continue experimenting with them to bring this story to life. However, I want to be clear that I am not using these tools to replace the work of real artists and creators. Rather, I am using them to augment my own work and to explore new possibilities in storytelling. I believe that AI has the potential to be a powerful tool for creators, and I am excited to be at the forefront of this new frontier. With that said, let us take a closer look at some of the scenes that were generated by the AI art generator. First, we have the scene of Frodo running through the forest. This was actually one of the first scenes that I tried to generate, and I was really happy with the result. The image captures the sense of urgency and danger that Frodo is feeling as he runs for his life. Next, we have the scene of Boromir looking guilty and conflicted. This was a little bit trickier to generate, because I wanted to convey Boromir's inner turmoil without making it too obvious in his facial expression. I think the AI did a good job of capturing his guilt and shame, but it could have done a better job of making him look more conflicted. Moving on, we have the scene of Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli readying themselves to give chase to the orcs. This was another fun scene to generate because it allowed me to showcase the different characters and their unique weapons and armor. Aragorn's sword, Legolas's bow and arrow, and Gimli's axe were all clearly visible in the image. Now let us take a look at some of the other scenes that were generated in Part 2. First, we have the scene of the orcs attacking the bridge. This was a very dynamic scene that I wanted to capture in the image. The clash between the orcs and the men of the West was intense, and the stakes were high. Next, we have the scene of Boromir fighting valiantly against the orcs. This was a very action-packed scene that I wanted to portray through the image. Boromir's determination and skill in battle were evident as he fought to protect the hobbits. Finally, we have the scene of Boromir dying in battle. This was a very emotional scene that I wanted to handle with sensitivity. Boromir's death was a tragic loss for the Fellowship, and his sacrifice will not be forgotten. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, keep the Fellowship strong and the hope alive.